Hi, it's Jamie Gossett from Years by Jamie Gossett, and today I'm going to talk to you about getting rid of the cracked mirrors in your life so that the rest of your life is the best of your life. So a couple of years ago, my husband and I went on a trip, and I took a fairly large hand mirror with me to do my face in. And when I got home, I realized, even despite my best packing, that the mirror had cracked, just right down the middle. It wasn't broken, but it was cracked and staying there. So when I looked at myself and my reflection, I had sort of a wonky perception of how I looked, right? It was cut right down in the middle, and still I felt like it was serviceable enough. So would you believe I kept that cracked mirror for months? And I looked in that cracked mirror every day at my reflection, even though my reflection, it was not reflecting back what was true about me, right? I'm looking in the mirror, it's cracked down the middle, it's obviously creating a huge distortion. And so I started thinking about this, and I'm thinking about areas in my life where I have huge distortion in my reflection and how they might be affecting me. So I started to clean out whatever I could and started saying, what are the areas in my life that I'm believing the wrong things? And so what happened is I had this new awakening and understanding that my identity cannot come from my reflection in the mirror, because it's flawed, and what I perceive is flawed, and it's external to me, and so that's definitely flawed. And so what I came to learn is that I had to get my identity and my reflection from Christ himself and no one else. And I could only understand and believe things about myself that Christ said was true. I could not use society or Facebook or even my own family who loved me. I cannot take their reflection back to me as the truth. And I certainly couldn't depend on my own emotions and my own thoughts. Even though I know myself really well, I was not really a reliable reflector of the truth. Why? Because what happens over time is lies seep in. We start to believe things that are not true. We don't get a true barometer. Someone hurts us in some way, and that trauma starts to change how we see ourselves. And so today I just want to talk to you and implore you to stop looking in cracked mirrors. Start to look at yourself with the identity that Christ says you are. He is my true north. He is the one that tells me who I am. Let me just share a little bit, a few of the ones that I lean on and tell myself regularly about who Christ says I am. I am victorious. I am more than a conqueror. I am the head and not the tail, and I only go up and not down in life as I trust and obey God. I have peace. I have received grace. I am the light of the world. I am not oppressed, and I do not live in fear. I have the spirit of wisdom and revelation, which God downloads creative ideas to me all the time. And I'm God's workmanship, created to do good. I am a new creation, and I am so much even more than that. And you are so much more than that. Folks, there's no cracked mirrors here. Who you are in Him trumps anything else flawed that you might perceive in yourself. So what does this mean for a middle-aged woman who's launching a non-toxic skincare line at the age of 55? What it says is, I can't do this in my own power, because when I look at myself out of my own flesh, I see fear. I see too much that I can't do. I tell myself it's too late, right? These are the things we tell ourselves, and those have to be banished. I was meeting with a lady this week and talking to her. She's in a very stressful situation at a job, and I said, you know what? It may be that at some point you're going to leave that job and move on. And she said, no, I'm at my age, I'm completely stuck. I reject this notion, okay? In Him, you are not stuck. When I looked in the cracked mirror, I'm stuck. But when I get my focus on who He says I am, He says, I'm not stuck. all things are possible through Christ who strengthens me. Folks, get rid of the cracked mirrors in your life. Get rid of anything that reflects something that isn't the truth about who you are. And you will have the courage to take on more and more things in life that your heart really longs for and dreams for, but you may have been believing that it's too late. You see, at my age, there's a lot of things about me where people would say it's too late, but it's not too late. It's not too late until it's completely over. I refuse for it to be too late. You have so much left in you. It doesn't matter if you're looking at this and you're 80 years old. God will still put creative ideas in your heart about how to use your life. Folks, just look to Him and do not look for the external world or anywhere else to get your true identity. And then you can step into a bigger, better, most awesome, unbelievable second half of your life that you can ever imagine. You guys take care. I love you, and we'll see you soon.